G'day guys, I hope you are well. Now, as we all probably know in Legoland, this COVID thing's been a bit of a kick in the teeth to release schedules. The sets that were supposed to come out in June, July, got delayed, August. One of those sets ended up being cancelled unfortunately, but that's a different story, the one over my shoulder here. Now, one of the sets, one of the lines in particular was the Avengers line, were due to come out in August. And for various reasons, different factories have been putting out different things, and we actually only got them this month. We got a couple of them mid last month, which is actually a bonus because those ones are now on sale, which I'll talk about in a second. So yeah, I'm a big Avengers fan, and there's a couple of things in the Avengers land that I've seen people do with the older sets that I'd absolutely always wanted to do. And buying these sets secondhand has been very expensive, so now's an opportunity to correct that one. I'm a big fan of the Marvel Universe. I mean, you look over my shoulder, I've got my big bridge over here from the Spider-Man universe, which I absolutely adore. I'm very happy with my bridge. I need to finish building the supports for it, but otherwise I had a great time building that set and reviewing it. So I'm going to run through what I've purchased for this set. Now, I'll start by saying if you're new here, hit subscribe. I post regularly, and feel free to give this video a like and comment on anything as I go through it. Everything you do helps YouTube know you've enjoyed my video, and it's one of those things that is more and more important by the day. So let's start with the smallest of the sets I got, and that was Tony Stark's set again. Now this one is the Man Armory, and as you know, there was an Man Armory, a big one, which I already have, which is the one that had loads and loads of Iron Man in it. This time it's got the hot rod that was featured in the first Iron Man movie, and we've got a couple more Iron Man. So we've got Tony Stark in, you know, a more casual outfit, which is good to see. We've got an Iron Man. Now I'm not sure which version of the Iron Man it is because there's been so blooming many, but I'm guessing from the wings on it that it's the one from the Avengers movie, which is like the Mark, I've forgotten what version of it, it's like the Mark, let's just say the Mark 100. It's like the nano suit one that has all the wings and things that come out of it. We've also got in here 2 AIM agents and a prototype Iron Man. So this was the first Iron Man suit, so that is very, very cool to have that one. I really like the fact that this is designed to just extend that other set. I think that's a very smart move. I know there's a lot of people who are a bit umming and ahhing about this one, but I do like the accessories. You get more of these cool blue plates. You've got a sort of little 3D mock-up there as well going on, and we've got I like the fact there's a burger over here, which just shows the quality of Tony Stark's diet in the earlier movies. Now, for some unknown reason, the hot rod does actually have a stud shooter in it. Don't know why. That's not necessary, but it is a pretty nice little hot rod, I think, and that one's going to go very well with the gift we've purchased that was around recently, which I also have to build. So I'm pretty excited by that one. Now, the second one on my list was one I actually tried to order from Kmart here in Australia 3 times. And it wasn't just me, there were other people who's had the same issue where it said it was in stock, ordered it, got cancelled, ordered it, got cancelled. And then I sort of gave it one more try a few days later, and it went through, yes! And that was for this one. I was on the fence about it. I do have Boba Fett's helmet to build still, which I absolutely love. I'm looking forward to doing that, but oh, let's use the front of the box. There's a few things that aren't quite right on this, but on the whole I really love the model, and to be perfectly honest, there was no way, you know me, I was going to pay the full RRP on this set. No way at all. So this was actually $90 here in Australia, and this one cost me $75. So can't really grumble about 20% off sort of on a brand new set. Brand new set. Obviously Kmart sold out of this very, 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 very quickly. Dare I say, I have seen a lot of them up for sale on eBay and things, which makes me very sad. Scalpers, be damned. You've caused so many problems. But I like this. I mean, I think it's a good set. I think it's lovely. I love all the colours on it are great as well. I'm not a big fan of like just display sets on the whole, but there are certain ones I love, and I'm a massive Iron Man fan. So this was a natural for me. I did never buy the Hulkbuster set. I don't think the Hulkbuster was a good set in my opinion because it didn't look right. It wasn't right. There were ones in the community that were made better, but this I think is actually a good representation of the model. So I'll be intrigued to see if anybody makes any changes to this, but I think this is rather good. It wouldn't surprise me if we see a couple more from the Iron Man universe as well. Probably some of the other versions of the suit, or maybe even things like War Machine. So there's a lot of scope in there, and it wouldn't surprise me if we see some of the other characters as well, or at least like Thor's helmet or stuff like that. So that's just my personal thoughts on it. Now the next one, I'm going to say this right now, was one I really disliked when it came out. Really disliked. There was a couple of things about it I really did like, which was especially the minifigures included in it, in particular one of them. But on the whole, I thought the set was very odd. It's a play set. It's plain and simply a play set, and I'm not going to play with it. I'm going to build it and do a review on it, give you my honest thoughts on it. But that's this one. And I got it because it was 30% off. Okay? Now, there's some good features in this, and there's a great set of parts in here. But I especially love the fact that we've got MODOK. That's a good figure. It's not worth buying just for that. You've got this kind of weird Quinjet thing here, which is absolute, I don't know what, it's fun. It's a playset. It's a playset. Let's say what it is, a playset. There's a lot of wasted space in this set. There's some good play features. You do get a great lineup of minifigures. Again, another Iron Man. That's another one that can go in my armory. We've got Thor, we've got Black Widow, we've got Captain Marvel. War Machine is one I didn't have, which is very good to have. Nick Fury, obviously very important. And then we've got an AIM agent as well, and MODOK, obviously. So, yeah, there's a lot of sort of play features on this one. I mean, it's got the propellers and things like that. But really, I'm going to do a review on it. I think actually, looking at the box, this front shot here is probably the best profile shot of it. That's actually the best view of anything on it. What I'm actually planning to do with this is, I have the Excelsior, which I will be blunt with you, I built it and I had no emotional attachment to it, and when I finished building it I just went, now what? I've still got no emotional attachment to it. So I'm going to combine this with that, because they both have very complementary colour schemes, to build a proper helicarrier. That's going to be one of my big projects for the next year. That is going to take a hell of a lot of planning and tinkering and playing with. So that's one of those ones you'll see me bring up periodically. But that is my goal, is to build a proper helicarrier using these parts. It's going to be a beast. And I know I'm going to have to add a lot to it. I've set myself a big challenge there. But I think that's something I've always wanted to. I love vehicles. That's not something I've always wanted to build. It was just inspired when I saw this on sale. I knew I had the Excelsior that, you know, I got for a ridiculous price. Combining those two sets, I think, is going to be massively fun, massively challenging, and hopefully make something that you guys will be very impressed with, and I will be very, very proud of. So that's my goal, is to build a proper helicarrier. Wish me luck with that one. In the meantime, got some fantastic characters out of it. The minifigures included with this are actually great. That is one of the redeeming features of this set, and probably why it costs a bit more, is because of the minifigures included in it. So, actually I didn't realise the AIM agent's actually got a whole flight suit. So, anyway, yeah, let's move on to the next set. I'm going to put that one down here. And then last, but by no means least, the Avengers Tower. The last Avengers Tower that came out was very good. Honestly think this one's much better. And that's not saying the last one was bad. I just honestly think this is a better set. It's taller, there's more in it, there's more to do in it, there's more going on. I mean, every floor is detailed in this one. There's loads of action play features. And again, you get a whole series of minifigures. Another Iron Man, Black Widow, Blazer, Taser, Red Skull, it's pretty cool, and 2 more AIM agents. So I think it's a good setup we've got here. I think this is a really cool play set. We've got the Hall of Armor there with the two Taser and the other one. We've got Red Skull there, and we've got the flying hoverbike that Black Widow's on there. Black Widow and Iron Man playing, or Tony Stark rather, playing some arcade games up there. So I thought this was rather cool. I think it's a great set. I'm looking forward to actually building this and reviewing this set anyway. But in all honesty, I looked at it and went, well, yeah, gonna need 2 of those, because it needs to be turned into a proper Avengers Tower, really, doesn't it? I do have a spot in the city that's actually quite appropriate, which will be right next to where I'm thinking to put Tony Stark's garage. so which is quite appropriate, I think, underneath the space station, the space base. So I think that could be pretty cool in that corner. It'll be my first big tower as well. So again, another big project to undertake on that one. You might see a small Avengers Tower in there to start with, and then the big one follows on. But again, these were 20% off, I think, when I bought them. They're brand new sets on sale. Can't complain. So save a penny on all of those. So lots and lots and lots to build there. Now I will confess, a couple of those were slightly impulse builds, but impulse purchases. And I will say one came from Target, one came from Kmart, two came from Kmart actually. When I said that the Iron Man helmet got cancelled, I actually did originally order this set with the Iron Man helmet, and it got cancelled. So this came from Kmart. They both ended up coming from Kmart. The Avengers Towers came from I'm Rick James, which is an Australian retailer, which also had another set on sale that I wanted. So I got one of these while I was at it, because I've got one of these already. So, but anyone who's built this set knows it's lovely. It's not big enough. So this is going to go into my little area of the Lego City over there. It's going to be one of my next mocks I put together, I think, is combining these, because it has some lovely features and some lovely details, and just is crying out for being turned into something a bit more special. So that will be coming very soon as well. I'm going to stop talking there and say, let me know what you think of all those sets. Are any of those ones you've got on your hit list and you've purchased or thinking of purchasing? And is there anything I missed out there that I should have got to add to this list of sets I bought? I think these are all going to go very well. I mean, the Iron Man, I said I want to build a proper Iron Man sort of garage, Tony Stark's garage. So this is naturally going to be part of that. Building the Avengers Tower next to that, perfect. I can even build a walkway through to it if I want to. And then the Iron Man helmet, I love it. Just a massive Iron Man fan. I can't tell you how big a fan of Iron Man I am. I mean, there's a poster of him up on my wall there. It's one of my favourite characters. Always loved the cartoons growing up. Anyway, if you're new here, make sure you hit subscribe. I do post regularly, and you will see some progress on these mocks very soon. And don't forget to give the video a like, thumbs up, comment, share, everything. Let YouTube know you've enjoyed it. The more you do that, the more YouTube knows about my channel, and the more it will promote my channel. Thanks for your support, guys, and I will see you again very, very soon.